Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahshua Shem Rakak Shalom to the 144,000 rest of the elect out there. Shalom to you all. Anyway, I'm going to make this quick, and I'm going to entitle this video, well, let's see where the Spirit takes me. I'm going to entitle this video, Don't even try to wake up a Jake who embraces the religion of Islam. Yeah, that's what I'll call it. Okay, so this is a video I came across yesterday. I thought I took a picture of it, but I didn't. So I kind of messed around. I put in NOI and I put in Detroit. Anyway, this is a individual that got into it some months ago with the IUIC because they were speaking in Detroit about the FOI, the NOI. You know, Fruit of Islam, and then you got the NOI, Nation of Islam, which was founded by Master Farad Muhammad, and the leader that came after him, that he rose up, groomed, is Elijah Muhammad? Anyway, and I believe they used to teach, I don't know if they still do, correct me if I'm wrong, anybody that's in Islam, Elijah Muhammad was supposed to be Elijah coming back. You know, Malachi chapter 4. And they say, Farrakhan to this day says that Elijah Muhammad is not dead. He's in the mother plane up in space. There's a big gigantic ship, and he's living on that mother plane, as they call it. And you look it up. Go to, I believe it's mother plane. I know plane is in there. Mother plane. If you go to Nation of Islam or Farrakhan, mother plane, Elijah Muhammad, I'm pretty sure you run into videos on it. Anyway, so this individual right here got into it with members of the IUIC. Because they were out there in Detroit, and they did a video, something with bean pies, you know, the hell with you and your bean pies or whatever, and he got offended by it. Anyway, yeah, IUIC is very disrespectful to people. That's why they get shot and run over by cars. Protection to these brothers anyway. Even though they're going off, but you got to speak to these people. You can't, if it turns into a shouting match, then it does, But your thing is to wake up the elect. Anyway, this is put up by this. He's the head of this. He broke off from the NOI. He'll tell you in a minute that Elijah Muhammad is a demon, but he came up under that. In other words, he follows Elijah Muhammad and not Louis Farrakhan. Anyway, so this is Muhammad's Temple of Islam, Detroit, Michigan. IUIC equals uncivilized savage or savages. So you got to listen to this. As a matter of fact, I'll let some of it. I'm not going to let you hear it, but I'll jump around. I mean, you can go to the transcript on this video. So he's saying that Bishop Nathaniel is a savage and a beast because he has a beard. And what does this say? Can hardly see that. I think that's germ carrier. And you got to listen to this rant. That's why, I don't know how many brothers that are part of Israel that are formerly Islam. If they are, there's very few. Very few. So let me do this. Let's talk about beard. This is him talking. A lot of brothers ask me, why don't you grow out your beard? The Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us that, and they all sound the same. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us that a beard is a taught us that a beard is a germ catcher, a germ catcher. He taught us that it's easier to clean the skin on your face than it is clean a germ catching beard. It says beard, it should be beard. So he taught us that. And he wasn't even born when, I don't think he was born. He's very relatively young. He wasn't even born when Elijah was alive. So he's just going by the teachings of Elijah Muhammad. Beard. So he taught us that cleanliness is next to godliness. So this is why you see Muslims, if you go to the Arab world, they all have beards. Devoted practitioners of Islam all have beards. Being clean shave, because cleanliness is next to godliness. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us that to look like bus stop bishop, calls him bus stop bishop, is to look like a uncivilized savage. He taught us. Now, how are you going to explain? So the Most High is the Most High uncivilized savage? Is Yahweh Shai an uncivilized savage? Well, was Muhammad because all Mohammedans, Arab people, Ishmaelites, whatever you want to call them, had beards. Taught us that the white man, when he came out of the caves and hillsides of Europe, he said that he grew hair all over his body. And he said that he did not know how to groom himself. So in other words, when the white man came out of the caves and the hillsides, and by the way, they teach that the white man was created in a laboratory by a man by the name of Yahoo, the big-headed scientist, which Dr. York took to that too. See, Islam, these religions are made-up religions to keep our people dumbfounded. Out of the caves and hills of Europe, he looked like Bishop Bus Stop. Uncivilized savage. Bishop looked like he don't even comb his hair, which is that's those are like short dreads. So you got this crazy. That's not scripture. The Lord ain't coming down looking like this. And leave the house. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad. They all said the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us not to do. So the Honorable Elijah taught us, one who went into the caves of the hillside of Europe and civilized the white race, taught us that Moses taught them. David had a beard. Moses had a beard. All Israelite men had beards. Taught them how to groom themselves. Moses never went up to no caves and taught white people how to groom themselves. This is just all made up shit. And the scriptures say, the simple believeth every word. Growing themselves, and this is why he said in the Bible, it tells them to grow out their beards. He said, because, now listen to this. Back in the day, during the time of Moses, they didn't have barber shops. Let me read that again. Back in the day, in the time of Moses, they didn't have barber shops. So the Most High couldn't make barber shops for them. You see, when you go into these different religions, you realize and you filter it through the scriptures. That's why so many Jakes are waking up to the fact that they're Israelites. There's no hope for this guy. All right? But he's an Israelite. So let me read that again. During the time of Moses, they didn't have barber shops. They didn't have clippers. They didn't. So Yahushua was able to plague Egypt, but the Lord Yahweh didn't give Moses some clippers and look, Moses, set up ye barber shops wherever you go. So that's the excuse why men had beards back then. They didn't have the modern grooming equipment that we had, or that we have. It says, but he said that when God comes, he comes to make all things new. That's the scripture. And then if you notice, these NOI people, they quote from the scriptures. Listen to Farrakhan. Tell me that I'm wrong. He opened up with praise to Allah and all that, but then he'll go right into the scriptures. It said, make all things new, so he don't go by the old standards. I guess that's what the new covenant is all about. We're going to be clean shaven, and there's going to be barbershops and nail salons and beauty shops in the kingdom. Old standard of Moses. This shit sounds crazy. Because those are zombies too. Them people in Islam, they're zombies. You know? Yes. So it doesn't make any sense to even talk to them. But you can try to get them to come around. Give them 5 minutes. If they can't get it, just hope that they walk down the street. Years ago, when they did not have barber shops, they did not have the modern grooming equipment that we have today. This is madness. Okay, Nation of Islam, we have a before and after look. When you look at bus stop Bishop looking like an uncivilized savage, if he looked this savage now, that did he look like before he became a Israelite? Do not have before or after, because according to the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, many of them look like uncivilized savages. Uncivilized savages before they become Israelites. savage while they practicing Israelite doctrine. They look like uncivilized savages while they practice Israelite doctrine. But Muslims, we all have a before and after picture. Before the picture when we was uncivilized. So this is the answer why they're smooth faced. They got the hair on their head, top of their head, they got the eyebrows, they shaved the mustache and the beard off. Every last one. You will not see one member of the NOI or the FOI with a beard on their face. And they refer to people with beards as uncivilized savages. There's nothing you can do to help this guy. He's just gonna have to be caught up in Armageddon, and then he's gonna have to come back again. Because in the kingdom of heaven, we're not gonna be having barbershops and beauty salons and beauty salons and nail salons and stuff like that. And men will have beards. But you know what it says in it says the simple believeth every word. How long ye simple ones will ye love simplicity, and fools hate knowledge. And the scriptures tell us, Isaiah 58:1 about cursing them out. Ezekiel chapter 2, Ezekiel chapter 3, and other scriptures. We're to do two things. If we believe and think that we're a prophet, we're supposed to eat this roll, then go out and teach the house of Israel, the children of Israel, and teach them right. And part of the teaching is you have to grow a beard. You can't eat pork, shrimp. You got to begin to keep the high holy days and so forth. And these people in Islam, they don't keep none of the high holy days in the Bible. Anyway, the cut for what he's teaching is in Leviticus 19:27. There's many references to the word beard. Let me do this real quick. Leviticus 19:27. And this includes lineups. See if this is going to come up. Computer's starting to act up again. Okay, starting to act up. Anyway, I wanted to go to Leviticus 19:27, and I just wanted to look up the word beard just to see how many times the word beard is written in the Old Testament. All the men of the Lord. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Beard. Let me go to beard. Zaquan. And you know what I'm going to do? Let me do this. All right, it says here Zaquan. The beard as indicating age, elder. Beard. This is the word beard is mentioned in the scriptures 19 times in the Old Testament. David had a beard. Moses had a beard. Aaron had a beard. Aaron's beard went down to his... Matter of fact, let's get that. I believe that's Psalms 133, if I'm not mistaken. 133. Let's see if I'm correct. Okay, it's right here. Psalms 133 and 2. It is like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard that went down to the skirts of his garments. That's a long beard. That's a long beard. So like I said, good luck. You know what I mean by that. May the force be with you in trying to wake up any of these jakes that's in Islam. That's it goes into what is that? Let me put it this way: hot. I run. That's a doctrine of the devil. Speaking lies and hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron. So it's hard to wake up. It's hard to wake up Christians, but it's a real task trying to wake up a Israelite in Islam, man. Because it's sealed in them. That's why these jakes in the Christianity can't wake up, because the Most High didn't put the Spirit on them, open up their eyes. Isaiah 6 verse 9. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom. On to the next one. Shalom.